How we doing, good folk? Happy Motivational Monday, and welcome to Montez at Midday. I'm Dre Montez, host of Who's to Blame the podcast, and welcome to the show, so to speak. Hope everyone had a great weekend. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. If you're celebrating anything, congratulations. If you're a new mom or dad, congratulations to you. But let's get it in there. High fives, chest bump. Let's hug it out. And let me see them shoulders shake. After the first weekend of being 50 years old. Okay. All righty. Man Cave members, salute. Happy birthday to Man Cave member Jody's son, Cameron. Few things to talk about. If you haven't listened to the latest episode of my podcast, Who's to Blame, feel free to go to Anchor or SoundCloud or wherever you get your podcast at and just type in Who's to Blame or Dre Montez. But we are on Spotify, iTunes, Podbean, Google Play, and I also shared on our social media platforms on our page, Who's to Blame on Facebook, Who's to Blame the podcast on Instagram, and on Twitter at W2B Dre Montez. If it's your first time tuning in, thank you so much. Again, I hope everyone had a great weekend. It was a little weird. I'm still jet lagged over my trip to Vegas. Yes, I went to Vegas. Before I get into the actual sports conversation that I want to have with you guys, again, this show is not like the podcast. I talk about things over here that I do not talk about on the podcast. But in my travel adventures, I noticed something. Big people that travel carry the littlest backpacks and the smallest suitcase. I want to know, what are they putting in there? Little bitty people and average sized people, I think they carry too much fucking luggage. Airlines don't feed you no more. There's no drinking on airplane no more. So I think I'm not flying anymore until the pandemic is lifted. This was the very first time in my adult life that I've flown on a plane and didn't drink any alcohol. I can't do that no more. No, I can't. I can't fly like that. No. I'm not equipped to fly without drinking alcohol. So that was a shocker, a wake-up call to me, something else. Speaking of wake up, I did not know that Vegas had day clubs. And everybody has a nightclub to go to. But the day club, I think here, calling out my pops people, my strippers, my cokeheads, my meth people, I think we can do a day club here in St. Louis. It doesn't have to be in Soulard, doesn't have to be on the Hill, doesn't have to be on Shoot 'em Up, Bang Bang, Wash Ave, but I think we need a day club here in St. Louis. I think with the right money, the right backing, we can open the motherfucker up at 6 a.m. and close it at 6 p.m. Yeah, a 12-hour day club. Who's coming with? I am. I'm going to a day club. I'm all about the day club. But wow, what a weekend in sports. Had a chance to hang out with the Man Cave members yesterday at our headquarters. Jim and Preacher and June. We had a good time of watching professional football yesterday. But can we talk about Saturday for a minute? Can we talk about what happened on Saturday in college football? Whoa. I bet tonight Randy Moss come up with a lot of people with, you got Moss. A whole lot that's going to come up. What happened and transpired on Saturday in college football. To my cousin, Ray, graduate of Indiana. Them Hoosiers, baby. Maybe the upset of the weekend. They beat the Nittany Lions in Penn State. Went on up in them. My cousin actually said, what about Indiana winning the national championship? Stop. Pause. Cut that out, but good win. Good win for Indiana. Wake Forest over Virginia. Did you see the freshman? Did you see the walk-on freshman for Wake Forest? The best present he ever got was probably after the game. He went on full scholarship. Mom, I'm on TV. Mama, I'm on TV. That's basically what he probably said after he got that amazing performance and rewarded after the game. There it is right there. Justin Fields, Ohio State. I'm sorry, the Ohio State. It may not mean a whole lot to a lot of you people out there that don't believe in the collegiate quarterback. Those of you know who you are. But listen to this statistic. Justin Fields, 20 of 20. I understand they were only playing Nebraska, not Tom Osborne, Nebraska, but they still played a collegiate football team. They still played a D1 team. He won 20 of 21. And did you see the toe tap in the end zone? All you need is 1 foot down in collegiate football, 1 foot down. That don't mean we going for it. That don't mean let's go for the extra point. That means he got 1 foot down. Did you see the catch? Wow, Justin Fields. Keep your eye on him. I never thought I would say this in my entire life, from my radio days to now podcasting. Mizzou football, they beat Kentucky. But that's not the big thing. Did you see the Kentucky player went on the sideline? He looked like a white dude went in the cabinet courts and didn't know it. Michigan and Minnesota pulled out something very historic with the referees of that game. It was an all-black crew. All-black crew right there. Coastal Carolina is 5-0. Did anybody see the celebration? Are you a wrestling fan? Raise your hand. Did you see what they did? Did you see did they go too far? Hey, if you Coastal Carolina, there's no such thing as going too far. Let me tell you what they did. They had a dress-up mascot from the opposing team. They had the breakaway table like the Buffalo Bill fans, and they pulled a wrestling move. It was amazing. It was awesome. But Coastal Carolina is 5-0. Congratulations. The World Series. How many of you watched it? How many of you are watching it? How many of you are baseball fans? Okay, we know you are. Put them hands down. If you coach Little League baseball, if you're a baseball player, you need to pay attention. The fundamentals are being used and not being utilized. Utilizing the players, understanding your role, is all being shown to you in this World Series with the Dodgers and the Tampa Bay Rays. What a World Series. I didn't think Kershaw had it in him in game 1. I didn't think he had it in him last night, but he pulled it off. But that's not the game that I want to talk about. Can we go back to Saturday? Can we go to that game for just one second? Did anybody see anything wrong with Dave Roberts coaching? Anybody see anything wrong? Did he do anything wrong by putting Jensen in the game? He's the closer. Up by 1. They up 1 point, 1 run in the 9th inning. When you put your closer in, as the man cave president said, you're supposed to win the game. Close the books on it. Should be a wrap. Game should be over with. Did nobody tell Tampa that? Because they were balling. But that's not what I want to talk about here. They put a guy in a pinch hit who hasn't had a hit since September 25th. To pinch hit in the World Series. Down to the final pitch. Always being dramatic. Ball is hit to center field. And the center fielder pulls a softball move. He looks up instead of looking at the ball going to glove. We got a tie ball game. We're going to extra innings. But the throw home, a whole lot of things happen. As the runner is rounding third, old sniper hit him. He falls down. Uh-oh. The ball comes home. The catcher is ready. But before that, does anybody know where the pitcher was? I do. Where was the pitcher at? He was still on the mound. Where should the pitcher have been, boys and girls? If you watch This Week in Baseball, Twib Notes, if you watch the Baseball Bunch, if you played Little League Baseball, where should the pitcher have been on the count? 1, 2, 3. Behind the catcher. But what was he at? He was watching the fucking play. What did the catcher do, kids? He missed the ball. What happened? Tampa Bay scored the winning run, and they won the game. Who's to blame? Go. Okay. Who? Is it Dave Roberts' fault? Is it the pitcher's fault? Yeah. So did anybody in the locker room talk to him after the game? Probably not. He probably showered by himself. But here are the Dodgers after winning last night up 3-2. If the Dodgers don't win this World Series, this is Heartbreak Hotel. You can't go to 4 proms and not get no pussy. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is no more excuses. They have the hitters, they got the fielding, they got the lineup, they got the coach. They got the fielders, got the hitters, got the pitcher, got the coach. Should win. They should win this thing. But if they don't, oh my God. If this go to game 7, I want a game 7. This is baseball at its finest. Baseball at its finest. Man, I'm kind of happy that my Florida football Gators didn't play this past weekend. I'm kind of happy about that because there's no telling how I would be feeling right now due to what transpired yesterday in the NFL. I tell you what, guys. I saw something yesterday on CBS Sports pregame. And I think a lot of us out there, I think the Dallas Cowboys, the Denver Broncos, and the New England Football Patriots, I think we all need to call Robert A. Williams' lawyer absolutely destroyed. We need to call him because we need to sue our teams. Do you know how much money it costs buying hats, T-shirts, figures, going to the game, paying for different access to hear things from your team that nobody else can hear? You pay a lot of money. You get invested into your team. I don't know about you, but this guy here has never, ever, ever won another NFL team's paraphernalia. I've been a Bronco fan since 82, and I'm not going nowhere. Nowhere. I'm going to stay right here. But when they fuck up, I'm going to let them know. When they do well, I'm going to let them know. But they've been fucking up for a long time. For a long time. So I'm going to contact Robert A. Williams' lawyer because the Broncos got absolutely destroyed. Patrick Mahomes didn't play his finest. They went 0-8 on third down. I think he probably had a 56 QBR yesterday. But the Broncos made this guy look like what all of you Chief fans, all of you Mahomes dick riders think he's the greatest thing known to man. Keep playing well. Keep doing well, Mahomes. I hope that baby yours, and I hope she never cheats on you. The Dallas Cowboys. There's one play that we talked about at the cave yesterday. The touchdown on a 52-yard pass. Did you see the cornerback? What was he doing? He didn't check him on the line. He looked like he went to sleep. Was there people at the game? Looked like he was looking at some titties in the stands or a cheerleader on the side shaking her ass because he didn't do nothing to the receiver coming off the line. Is it the coaching? Is it the players? Is it Jerry? Or the Broncos, Cowboys, and Patriots tanking? Anybody believe in this? Anybody really think teams tank? I do. I do. If you don't believe me, listen to the Broncos press conference. Did you hear what that motherfucker said? He got on the mic and actually said with a straight face, well, I think we went out there and played pretty well, especially on third down. What the fuck were you watching? What were you watching? What did you see? And I'm blind as a bat, but I was watching an 84-inch television yesterday. I didn't see nothing that he talked about. There's nothing to build on that game. Stop having press conferences when your team get blown the fuck out, please. Unless you're having a tirade, may rest in peace, like old Dennis did when he was with Arizona. We are who they thought they were. Cam. Oh, Cam. An NFL quarterback yesterday had 9 completions. If I told you it was Cam Newton, you would say, shut up, Dre. He threw for 94 yards. Wow. How does this happen in this day and age? That was Bill Belichick's worst defeat in Patriots history at home. Who gives a fuck? When you've been winning for so damn long, come on, you got to have a downfall every day. And I get your mama fine, your wife fine, your daughter fine, and your baby mama fine, and your side chick fine. At some point, something got to go wrong in your life. And right now it's happening to the New England Football Patriots. But I didn't see Cam going down like this. Maybe he should do something with the hair, do a different side look, do something. But I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is quarterbacking for the Patriots. That's not Cam. I don't know who that is. Something's going on there. Something is going on there. I feel sorry for Odell Beckham Jr., but this could be one of the best things that happened to him and Dak Prescott. Yes, I heard it. Yeah, I said it. This could be the best thing to happen to both of these guys. You know why? If you didn't tell by yesterday, and yesterday was probably the greatest football Sunday of games we've had in quite some time. You Steeler fans. Okay, big man, he ain't bullshit. That was probably one of the hardest hitting NFL games I've seen in quite some time. Good competitive game tackling. But the kicker for the Titans, you're not coming in the locker room. Give me that whole uniform back. Anything that the NFL issued you, anything the Titans gave you, get it back. You're not coming in the locker room. You get home the best way you can. You got one motherfucking job, and you couldn't do that. I don't understand today's NFL kicker. I don't understand. I just don't get today's NFL kicker. You're ruining football. You're ruining the excitement of the game. You're taking the fun out of football. I just don't. He would not be allowed in their locker room. Cut. I don't give a damn. I hope you got 2 kids on the way by 2 different women. Yeah. Figure that shit out. Go find a job somewhere else. Use your foot the right damn way. Disrespectful football going on. Again, contact Robert A. Williams' lawyer, absolutely destroyed. Can we talk about the redhead tomato when your teammates don't give a fuck about you? What happened to Andy Dalton yesterday was egregious behavior, in the words of Stephen A. Smith. The way Andy Dalton went down was not funny. What happened to him was not funny. The way the Dallas Cowboys reacted is disrespectful. They don't like him. That's like the equivalence of playing competitive softball and you're a pitcher and the ball get hit up the middle 3 consecutive times and your teammates don't do nothing. Quit the fucking team. Quit the team. Because they did that on purpose. They trying to hurt you. That was a purposeful hit they put on him. I'd have jumped on him and whooped him. I'd have pushed him up in the head or something. They didn't do to that man. Nothing. If I was Andy Dalton, I wouldn't come back. Contact Robert A. Williams' lawyer if your NFL team got absolutely destroyed, and sue your team, because I'm filing my papers today. I'm suing the Denver Broncos. I'm suing John Elway. I never thought I would say that, but I'm suing his ass. I don't know what that is out there in Mile High. I don't know what that is. And Drew Lock, please. Oh, God. Oh, my God. One more Mizzou fan tell me, Dre, he was the shit in college. Your wife was the shit in college. What about now? How is she now? Exactly. Drew Lock is awful. Awful. I hope that leg messed up. Put him out too. Send him out to the barn and shoot him. Don't need him. I want Dak Prescott. Give me Dak. And matter of fact, give me Odell Beckham Jr. too. Give me him too, because he's not going back to Cleveland. Probably the best injuries that happened to these guys. I'm back. Mention what could have been, what should have been, but let's look at the dinero, the money. Let's make sure this thing is getting pulled off the right way. But I want Dak Prescott in Denver. Who's with me? There you go. Raise that hand up over there. I see it. Yeah, okay, we can do it. That means touchdown, right? Maybe I can get back to the Mile High salute. Because right now, we're just looking like the Coast Guard, the Department of Transportation. They're not the United States military. They're not Department of Defense. That's what we used to be known as, the Department of Defense. Looking horrible. I hope Von Miller is not watching this because our team is awful. Awful. The Patriots are awful. The Cowboys are awful. I never thought that all three of those teams would be that fucking bad. But that's some bad football. Really, really bad football. Really bad football. Seattle and Arizona, hell of a game. Second baseman versus center fielder at the quarterback position. Replicas of each other. Aaron Rodgers dropping dimes on people. Terrific time. Did you see the throw? Did you see the throw that he made before halftime? Basket. Basket catches. It must be nice to have a football quarterback. If your team is winning, Baker Mayfield started out 0-5, and one of those 0-5 was a pick. After that, he threw 18 straight completions. Slow down. It was against the Bengals. Slow down. Slow down. We need to see him do that against the Kansas City Football Chiefs. We need to see him do that against the Baltimore Ravens. He still has not proven himself. Yeah, we know he can dance. We know he can drink beer in front of police officers. We know he can do a Hulu commercial, which they didn't show not one Hulu commercial. We didn't see one. The only one we saw. If you're a grown man still wearing tighty whities, prayers. Prayers to you and your boys down there holding them hostage. It's wrong. Loosen them up down there. Loosen them up. Loosen your boys up down there. But wow, what an amazing sports weekend. I'm glad Florida didn't play because I'm happy. If Florida would have played and we lost, there's probably no telling what I'd be doing right now. But I know I'm contacting Robert A. Williams' lawyer if your team got absolutely destroyed. How does a team, I swear, man, I just, the drop balls, how you an NFL receiver dropping the ball if it hits you right there? Both of your hands get on the ball, but you drop. Both of your hands get on the ball and you drop it. No excuse for that. No excuse for that. On Saturdays, okay, I can get it. You're nervous, girl watching, your real mama out of jail. She finally get a chance to see your daddy out of jail. We get all that. You're nervous. But on Sunday, why are you dropping the ball? It is, Mondays are rough. Mondays are rough. Not because it's the beginning of a new week. Not because you got done sinning all week and you got to go to work and face the music. Not because you're coming out of back home after a weekend hell rage. But sports can really dictate your Monday. It really can. It can put you up here. It can put you down here. When I worked in corporate America, between softball and sports, it really, really dictated my Monday. I needed that Saturday and Sunday to go absolutely beautiful for me to enjoy Monday. Sometimes a little hectic. Sometimes a little hectic. And today is one of those days because of this here. This right here. You see that? You see that right there? You see that? Mm-hmm. Hurts me right here, Elway. Hurts me right here. But it's okay. It's okay. Drew Lock, please retire from football. Go to the XFL. Go to arena football. Go to Saskatchewan and play Canadian football. I don't give a fuck. But please leave my team. Give me a running back to be the quarterback. Come on. Get in there. I ain't never played quarterback. I don't care. You can do better than that shit. He is horrible. And Vic, please stop giving a press conference having positive highlights when we get our ass whooped. Please. I need you to get angry. I want to see you throw a chair like Bobby Knight. Cuss out a reporter for no damn reason, like Aaron Rodgers does and Jerry Jones. Get mad. Get angry. Please. Todd Gurley. Idiot. There are a lot of people out here that play sports that do not know the rules of the game of the particular sport that they're playing. They don't know how to play their position. They're just athletic. They're just athletic. If you don't believe me, anybody seen the video of the 6-year-old kid that looked like a grown man playing football? That 6-year-old kid is my height. I'm 6'2". That 6-year-old kid is playing football. I'm pressing charges. I want to see his parents. Fuck a birth certificate. Anybody can fake that. I'm getting some DNA, hair sampling. That is not a 6-year-old kid. Go to YouTube and type in 6-year-old football player, and you will see what I'm talking about. And you tell me if that's a 6-year-old kid. There's no way. That dude looked like Zion Williams playing football, and he's supposed to be 6 years old. Get the fuck out of here. That kid was created in a lab. If you got a 6-year-old kid that big, there's no way he came out the cootie. No way. Nuh-uh. They cut her stomach wide open and pulled that kid out from the top. Ain't no way that kid came out from natural birth if that kid is really 6 years old. That's more than meat and potatoes. We'd have all seen a big-ass 10-year-old, 5-year-old, 12-year-old. But a 6-year-old that big, and athletic, no. There's no way. This kid will be on SportsCenter soon. He's going to be on America's Most Amazing People episode next, if that show still comes on. But wow, college football was fun. My new thing is the scoop and score in college football. I love the scoop and score. I used to think I love the pick six, but the scoop and score is the shit. But shout out again to my cousin that really actually put on social media, Indiana going to national championship. But they did beat Penn State. Go Hoosiers. There you go right there, baby. There you go. And the Wake Forest freshman. Justin Fields. Mizzou looking like some brothers from Cabinet Courts. Look like they're about to handle that life and be about their business. But Andy Dalton, your teammates don't like you. I hope Andy Dalton looks at that game when he remembers everything, his wife, whoever it is in his family, show him what his teammates did. They did nothing. Cowboy fans, Patriot fans, Bronco fans, we all in the same pool right now. We're in the same pool. Our teams are fucking horrible. There's nothing we can do about it. Injuries are a part of the game. That's not our excuse. You should still be ready to compete. Next man up should stay ready. All coaches should do their job. But I don't think all coaches are doing their job. I don't think so. And it clearly shows. World Series fans, Little League coaches, and kids that play baseball. Watch Game 4 of the World Series again. You're going to see fundamentals missed in the game. Grown men get caught up and don't remember the fundamentals of the game. The pitcher stood on the mound as the ball was coming from center field. And we all know, where should the pitcher have been, kids? Backing up the catcher. Didn't happen. Didn't happen at all. In the words of my great-grandpappy, when your back pockets are touching, that means you have what, kids? No ass at all. And I'm thinking that's what's going on right now. There's no heart out there going on. There's no thought process going on out here. There's no game plan going on right here. And some of these athletes just don't care. It seemed like there's only a handful of athletes out here that care. You can clearly tell yesterday. You can clearly tell from the baseball game and collegiate football who cares, who really understands what's going on. There's some people out here just running the fuck around with nothing to do. Again, I'm Dre Montez. I host a podcast called Who's to Blame. You can check it out on social media. I shared the link on our Facebook page, Who's to Blame, Instagram, Who's to Blame the podcast, Twitter at W2B Dre Montez. Check it out. Sports and entertainment at your finest. I'm going to let you guys get back to your day as I'm going to finish enjoying my motivational Monday and get submitted. Coach Pat, we chilling today, baby. All right, Scorpio season. Peace.